What book is that indeed? Hello everybody, welcome back to KritzKast episode 145. This is the post show, and today with us, there is not only just Aggro, but there is also Tempest, and there is Boobies. We are live right now.
Let there be boobies.
Let there be boobies, and there was Boobies. And
they were good.
If you're joining now, you've actually missed the show. But you're not missed it completely because any day now it'll be available on KritzKast.com and on iTunes. And don't forget, actually, we haven't told people this for a long time, but if you go on iTunes and you download the show, please put a comment in there.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're in the UK, if you're in Australia, if you're in North America, or if you're in Australia, Dubai. We will find it. Yes, we will.
We will find you.
Will we?
Yeah, actually, we will. No,
iTunes is so annoying.
You
leave a comment, and it's only viewable by other people in the same region as you. So if you happen to live in Papua New Guinea, and you leave us a review, only people living in Papua New Guinea will see said review. It's really irritating. But do it anyway, because then you'll raise it up and up and up and all that kind of stuff. So leave us, don't leave us, but leave us reviews. Leave us comments and all that kind of stuff.
Leave us.
Don't leave us. Don't leave us. Come back. Now leave us a review.
Wow. I'm glad we came back with this.
Yep. So this is the post show. This is the part where it's after the show, and we're going to be talking about random stuff. Should we bring in necessary people, or?
Yeah, we could do that. Let me see.
The hairy ball theorem. This is a video that Boobies has just linked me to, by the way. I didn't just randomly decide to say
the completely random message there. I don't know what message you're trying to convey with that. I'm mildly fearful that you're going to tell me.
That's the title of the video.
Do you know what? I'm just not even going to look at that video. I'm already disgusted by the...
I will look at the video.
I will. I'm just not going to do it while I'm doing a post show, just because nothing good could ever come from that.
Speaking of nothing good ever coming from it, we're about to be joined by the guys from ASEMBLE, the latest podcast to join the podcast.com.
We have one of them. The other one is still... Oh, no, there's the other one as well. Hello, guys. How you doing?
Hey, hey, hey.
That hey, ho, ho came from Codename.
Bad Albert.
And, but
that's me.
There is also Zbot. Say hi, Zbot.
Hello.
Well, I was expecting someone to say hello, Zbot, then, but...
Hi, Zbot.
I'm not Caroline. I'm not that dumb.
Oh, well. Caroline wasn't dumb.
Oh, it's Carol, not Caroline. Well, at least you can type, right? Yeah.
Is it too soon for Portal 2 references?
You see, we go off on about RTF2 references and hats this and other classes this. It's like, we live in this isolated world where there's no other game possibly has nearly as many references as Team Fortress 2. We're wrong!
We're wrong! Dave Johnson, you're wrong here.
Dave Johnson, we're wrong here.
Well, I tell you, Portal 2 is kind of cool that way. Sorry, ASEMBLE is kind of cool in the way that while their main focus is Portal 2, it's not always all about Portal 2, and I know that they do cover a bit of sort of TF2. They cover a lot of TF2 when they want to. No, they cover a bit of TF2. They cover a bit of sort of Left 4 Dead. There are, I mean, anything that they get into gets mentioned in the same way that we have a tendency towards sort of going off and talking about Assassin's Creed and Skyrim and God knows what else.
Episode unrelated.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Actually,
we never got an episode name.
We need an episode name, guys. I completely forgot about that.
Oh, I already have it. Kritz Creed.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Actually, Codename does come up with a lot of the names for the shows. Whether or not he wants to, he certainly suggested a lot of names, and some of them are quite good.
There's a lot of that are terrible. But some of them...
A lot of it's pretty bloody awful, but occasionally, every so often, he comes up with an awesome one.
Chat room. While we're going to have this conversation with the ASEMBLE lads, you guys are going to come up with some different ideas of episode names that we could be talking about. Can I also point out, you remember how I said during the show, we come up with these ideas that we never use, and then somebody makes a Steam group out of it?
Yeah.
There is now a Steam group called The Ideas We Never Use.
What?
I'm not even kidding.
This
Oh,
gets
jeez.
super meta very quickly.
Yeah, it's going to get real meta. And there's 2 guys in it. I don't think anybody else is going to join, mind you.
Are you writing these names
Yeah,
down?
I'm not
'Cause
joining.
I personally can't be asked right now, so...
I'm looking at some of them and I'm writing some of these
well,
down. There's a lot of
Crits
that going
Thursday.
through there.
I like that one from Dingo. Every day is Crits Thursday.
Every day it's Crits Thursday.
Speaking of Crits Thursday...
Ew.
Somebody can cut that with a knife.
Oh, it was slob.
You could shave your beard with that belch. That was sharp.
If your beard.
Yeah. Actually, you'd want to freeze it and slice it thin. We're still talking about bits. But no.
No, we're talking about the Assemble and Portal 2 and its epicness.
True.
Well, go on then. You know more about it than anyone else. So
Well, we were just kind of waiting if you guys wanted to ask us anything. I don't know, like where the origin came from, or how we got started, or
Well,
I don't know what the
That's
hell.
the problem. We know all of that
I'd say
stuff. But I suppose we should.
the
find
chat room
out,
doesn't.
The chat room
shouldn't we?
doesn't.
The
Yeah.
chat room doesn't. So how did you come up with the idea of
Well-
the name?
No, we know. Well, it all came last year on a snowy December night. I was playing DF2, and I multitasked. I played DF2 while I was watching television, and I saw a commercial for the Avengers, and I'm thinking, how do you think of a podcast name? And I heard Assemble. I'm thinking, wait a minute, Aperture Science, Assemble.
Whoa! Are you telling me the name came before the concept of the show?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
You're just like, this would be awesome if only I could use it on something. Damn it,
Oh.
I'm gonna have to create
Yeah,
something
me-
to go with it.
I am always smiling, cause I'm way too happy.
Okay, we have a retarded
I
child.
was going to
Again.
say, work on the evil laugh. You just can't. Leave the evil laugh to the experts, please.
Oh,
Voice as well.
We're gonna have an evil laugh
That
off,
is
aren't we?
yeah, evil laugh off. Evil laugh off.
No, seriously.
Laugh off.
Okay, no, seriously. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go on.
I just need to answer a question. But yeah, that's where the origin of Assemble came from. Television. It doesn't rot your brains. It's actually good for you.
Actually, there's an amazing guy called, I think it's Corey
Tempest.
something. I'm sure I've discussed this before, but basically the guy has this amazing idea where it comes to television. I mean, television was one of these sort of brain-rotting programs. Effectively, it's a very passive experience. Whereas kids today don't watch television. Kids go on the internet. And the internet, while it seems like this terrible place to go to let your brain rot now, it's like... It's actually it's TV, but it's interactive. It's TV with a two-way process. It's TV where you can, if you wish to do so, create your own channel. And effectively, this guy's it's what Assemble's done. They've created their own. They've seen that there is nothing out there in terms of Portal 2 podcast and created their own Portal 2 podcast. What are you on about? What's your?
Tinker just said, you had brain rotting TV. We have My Little Pony. Nothing.
Oh,
Hey, ponies aren't bad.
We
I find it actually quite entertaining.
we had My Little Pony back in the day.
Yeah, but it
just-
wasn't
it
the
wasn't
same as what it
yeah, it
is
wasn't
now.
LP, but it was very
Oh.
pants.
Did you just MLP?
Yeah.
You are a brony, aren't you, sir?
No, I've never seen
Yeah,
My
a
Little Pony
brony.
except for little snippets of it. I've actually tried to.
Oh, is
tried to
that where
download
that
it.
Steam groups come from?
Which one?
To be fair, I do.
Oh, yeah.
There's a certain group of people that instead of bro fisting, I do
Bronies.
brohoof.
Yep, Rove.
Hoof. I'm not a brony, by the way. I just find it amusing.
I was reading that wrong and thinking brownies, and I'm going, I don't get it.
It's bronies, not brownies.
I want some
Oh,
brownies.
I
That sounds
see.
good.
I had some
Yes,
brownies
kill all
with nuts
brownies.
the other day.
I'm hungry.
I called them scouts.
I'm always getting off track.
Anybody get that? Anybody get that at all? No, never mind. Brownies with nuts.
Like,
I-
oh,
I love
damn
bad.
it.
I love bad jokes. They're great. Anyway, so yeah, you hit. No, we should be talking about Assemble really. So all right, there's
We
a lot
should,
of people.
but we aren't going to.
A lot of people, myself included, when you came up with the idea of doing it about Portal 2, I went, okay, That's
gonna be a
cool.
short podcast.
But is that it's like, are you gonna have nearly enough content? Surely there's like nothing out there, and you guys have massively proved me wrong.
Oh yeah,
mean-
we are so glad about that.
Well, what kind of stuff are you doing? What happened in the last episode? And when's your next one? What are you going to be speaking about in the next one? Come on, exclusive.
Okay. Next episode. In fact, we will be recording next episode on Saturday.
Aha, there you go.
Oh, and it'll be released on Wednesday of next week.
I mean, you
wait.
recorded it yesterday.
No.
Yes.
Next
No, no,
Saturday.
no.
So
that was-
next week, and then you'll be releasing it
The
the
week
week after
following.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Because if you release it like 4 days before you record it, that's
impressive.
That's the future.
I
Man.
would like that technology, sir.
That's freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
But,
we're just that good at editing. We can do it in
yeah.
reverse.
Oh,
well,
cool. You could do my
Yeah,
editing.
also, we're kind of busy because we are in high school still, and we have stuff.
lives.
High
We
school,
kind
yeah.
of overworked and stuff, and I'm just like, teachers, stop giving me homework.
I have a podcast to produce.
I have a podcast to do. Don't you understand how important
Don't
this
you know
is?
who I am?
Oh my
I'm a podcaster. I think
Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons.
Oh
I don't think that's a good
Will
way to
be.
get at doing homework, by the way.
Yeah.
So, just an FYI, that's a felony.
Maybe.
Oh,
what kind of
speak
stuff,
of
what
who
kind of
you
stuff are
are.
you going to be talking about on the next episode then? Because
Well, we can give you a little tidbit.
two just kind of happened and then
Let's
stopped.
see,
but
what
it
do we
doesn't.
got? Oh, we have this. I'll post a link up into the chat. This is something we found by an artist known as Forte Girl, and she made this awesome drawing for some Portal 2 stuff called Freedom from Testing.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh God!
What?
Oh, the salt and pepper shakers are awesome.
Oh my god! It's
Those
true!
are awesome.
I was thinking, what the hell is going on? Why is this relevant? But then there's cake.
There's cake
And
It's-
Cave
it's-
Johnson and
and
Cheryl.
Cave Johnson. It's the family. It's
Portal 2
Oh.
Thanksgiving.
My
Yeah.
god!
Yes.
That is
And
and
there's
then
totally
another-
there's
weird.
GLaDOS because she's the potatoes.
Actually, no, that's on Potato GLaDOS. The real GLaDOS is on the woman on the left with the white hair.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Wow.
this is actually a strangely good picture because at first you look at it and you're like, okay,
Okay, why is this relevant?
why is this relevant? And then there's so kinds of things. Even the candles, the one's orange, the one's blue,
Oh, yeah.
There's lemons on the
And
table.
there's lemons.
There's lemons, yeah.
lemons.
brilliant.
I still think the salt and pepper shakers are awesome. I may have to see if I can make some salt and pepper shakers like that. That's
I think
fun.
Wheatley is the kid with the blue eyes, though.
Yes, he is actually.
Ah.
The one right next to Cave Johnson and GLaDOS, and the one who's like don't hurt me,
Oh.
GLaDOS.
And all the other ones are the other cores.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing the one down the bottom right is space.
Space!
Space!
But actually, I had the honor a while ago of meeting Forte Girl.
Oh really?
Ooh,
Yeah, so
yeah.
you see
What's
him.
her forte, girl?
So basically, a while ago, actually after recording the episode 5, I went off to a convention, and it was a convention called Youmacon, and there it was basically anime and games and stuff, and I was dressed up as Alice because I love horses. And there I got to meet her, and I got some awesome Portal 2 stickers. I'd show you them, but I can't do live, and nor do I want to because I have my shirt off.
You're semi-naked
I'm
podcasting.
uncomfortable.
TMI, dude. TMI.
Assemble your clothes.
All right, sorry, too much information. Sorry, but
Isn't it
yeah,
like winter where you are or something?
get some Portal 2 stickers from her, and I have a picture of her on my DA, but I'm not gonna do it because I thought that would be infringing on her privacy.
She's cute.
Well, you can just.
Is
your
she
DNR.
cute?
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah, don't infringe away. No, I'm kidding.
What the hell? Well, it wasn't
that.
actually showing her entirely. She has a mask on, so. But this is her.
What the hell is going on in your life?
I was gonna say this is the most fucked up. So
Oh,
I went to a convention to
Yeah.
meet somebody I met on the internet, and she wouldn't show me her face. She only
No,
had a mask on, but the sex was awesome, man.
Man, that'd be freaking awesome. That would be brilliant. That would
Oh,
work.
no. I saw her face, but when I took the picture, she put her mask on, and I'm just like, oh, darn it! I should have asked her to take the mask off. It's not actually.
No. Leave it on.
Oh. Worst shit ever.
I'm sorry if you're listening to this. I'm not being horrible towards you or anything like that. It was me being sexually.
My brother's worse.
I'm sorry. I know it sounds like a really because this is a when you showed me this picture, I was just like, okay, this is just a random picture that you get off the thing. But I'm really digging it. How many lots of little references are in it and stuff like that. Suppose.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, that is going to be one of our many topics for our episodes. And,
are you going to bring up video awards that we mentioned as well? Because the more I mull through it, the more I realize how many awards. For.
I think we should. Yeah, we will. Probably.
the game of the
yeah,
year.
I know we all voted on it.
Yeah.
All these Spike Awards and things
There's
like that.
yeah, we also got some other stuff coming from Valve. Well, not really much from Valve, because ever since they announced the second Portal 2 DLC, it's been kind of we're going to be quiet now and not say a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like they announced it, and then all of a sudden, we're not going to tell you nothing because you guys really want to know.
Damn you, Gaben!
What is the because I've kind of slightly missed it. What is the new DLC about, or have they just given a name and said it's coming?
Basically, what they haven't even given us a name. Basically, what they said is there's going to be mapping tools. That's it.
Oh, that's
There's going to be in-game
that's
mapping
big enough.
tools.
And these mapping tools are going to be like so easy to use that I made a joke about it and I kind of stole it off a commercial, but a caveman could do it.
Oh.
Yes, I stole it.
American
A Cave Johnson man could do it.
Wow.
No, they don't get it. They don't
No?
get
That
it
was-
because they're not Americans.
They don't get it.
They haven't
Oh,
seen our
okay.
bad TV.
No, he's talking about the Geico ads.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know
Our
of the
bad
Geico
TV.
ads. I just don't know of specific ones.
The
But
caveman they
on the
did
other
for like
hand,
3
Why is
years.
Portal 2 not listed as best Wii game of the year?
because it wasn't on the Wii.
Wow.
Thankfully. Thank you.
Because it wasn't on the Wii. No, don't fuck you. Don't say thankfully. I think Portal 2 would be awesome on the Wii.
Yeah, totally. Maybe get
Well,
Wonder Man.
that's why we have the Razor Hydra for this.
But no. Okay, think about it. You'd have to have the nunchuck with it to do your moving around, and then you point with the Wii remote. You could say, "I want a portal there," and then I want a
Yeah,
portal
actually, I
there.
think it would work well with that interface.
I
think it would work really
you
well.
could be right, but I think I'd rather stick with that Razor Hydra, even though I don't own it.
Although actually, now I think about it, doing perpetual motion stuff might be a real pain in the ass with the Wii.
Yeah, you'd be violently sick.
You would.
Oh.
However, you could get your parents to play Portal, and that's something we all want, nay, dread.
Well, they've gotten
Get Grant
kids
to play Portal. Let's see what happens.
They've gotten kids to play Portal in school. Like they got the mapping tools and everything with their whole Learn with Portals initiative.
It's a good way to teach kids who don't want to learn stuff like physics. I know it sounds like a stupid thing to say, but
No. I totally agree, especially because my physics teacher is God.
I took physics last year. It was easy.
Your physics
Well,
teacher
my
is
physics
God.
teacher wasn't.
Your
Physics teacher is God? If anybody's going to know anything about physics, it's going to be that guy.
Technically, no.
I just want. I'm trying to remember what I did. I can't even remember if I even did physics.
I'm just thinking on the
just wanted
Spike
Brian
Awards, I'm
Cox to
going
be my
through
physics
character-
teacher, that's all.
Sorry, category by category, and almost all of them Portal was listed, but it's actually listed against Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Gears of War 3 for best multiplayer game.
So what you're saying is it's the only best multiplayer game that doesn't have a number 3 next to it.
Or
Exactly.
So it's
or
the only game that's worth having
Well, it's
a
the-
best in front of it.
Yeah, it's the only
True.
game listed in the best multiplayer category that isn't a first-person shooter.
Well, it is a first-person shooter
It's not.
technically.
But it's not
Shoot
violent.
Portals.
Yeah, the only thing you're shooting is portals. But you're not
The
shooting
thing-
them,
I-
you're projecting them. It's a first-person projector.
I really don't
First-person
get why.
puzzler, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a puzzler. It's a first-person puzzler.
Oh, Morris has got a good point. He says there's a Valve free joke in there.
Yeah, there is a Valve and the
Three,
3 joke
yeah.
in there,
That's-
yeah.
that's-
The only
Okay,
reason
then.
this isn't Portal 3. Well, this because this is the year of the 3. We've had Battlefield 3, we've had Modern Warfare 3, we've had Gears of War 3, we've got Resistance 3, we've got a couple of other 3s that I can't remember the name of.
We haven't had
Extension.
Assassin's Creed free.
What 3?
Assassin's
We're not getting
Creed
an
free.
Assassin's
Assassin's Creed 3. we had earlier on in the year.
No, we didn't.
But it wasn't called Assassin's Creed 3.
Well, no, of
No.
course, because they have the Resident Evil numbering system.
Well, actually, there will be Assassin's Creed 3. It's just going to be coming out next year. They have announced it, but it's not coming out yet because Revelations is the last one. Ezio's memories.
Yeah, and then they'll make a new. Where would it go after that? Seeing as we're not talking about anything and now, where would you go with Assassin's Creed?
The Revolutionary War.
No.
What? I feel like it would be good. It's just that corruption and Kane taking over. I feel like there would be an Assassin
I
2.
feel that's too modern.
Well, I'm thinking maybe if they were to relate the Assassins to, say, like the Freemasons or something, it might work.
Possibly.
I agree. on that.
Actually,
It's
yeah,
up
that
to the
could kinda
Americans
work.
anyway.
I suppose. Not being an American.
He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, without sounding awful, the American Revolutionary War was just something that happened and people moaned about it and then they stopped moaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except we just haven't stopped moaning yet, right?
Exactly. It's like it's something that they officially put down their guns, but yet the South and the North still hate each other. The North
Really?
hate the South because they're the South, and the
Are you
South hate the
basing
North
this
because they're
knowledge
smart.
on the American Revolutionary War on stuff you've seen in the cinema?
No, not at all. Because I do know a
you
certain
read
proportion of it. But my point is that it's just there are civil wars in countries that affect the whole world,
Holy
whereas the civil war in
shit.
America that didn't.
J.K. Simmons as Cave Johnson is also listed as best performance by a human male.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
there's
had a
is
hard.
two
Cave
voiceovers.
Johnson.
That was the hardest freaking decision ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
either Cave Johnson or we.
Merchant
I'm just like, and we're like, you know what? Go with I ate lemons. I'm going with Cave Johnson. Sorry, Wheatley.
Yeah, I think Cave Johnson's probably better. I hated Wheatley for the first like 10, 15 minutes,
No,
and then I
And
kind
then
of
your
I
hatred was
still hate
confirmed by
Wheatley.
him.
I still think it's basically Stephen Merchant playing the role of Stephen Merchant.
yeah, that is a problem. But I like Stephen Merchant. I just don't think.
Yeah, I like Stephen Merchant too, but
So the rest of
not
the world
as
doesn't
a-
know
yeah.
Stephen Merchant, so I liked Wheatley in the beginning and thought he just got a little boring.
Yeah.
I just don't like what he did though. I'm just like,
Well,
whoa.
it was too predictable.
Yeah, very flat character role. It was like like you say, there was no spikes, there was no dips, there was no sort of slightly quirky, interesting stuff about it. It was just Steve Merchant playing Steve Merchant.
Which is fine,
Yeah.
as long as you don't know who Stephen Merchant was ahead of time.
Yeah.
Which I didn't, which was kind of
Which
cool.
I don't.
Exactly, there you go. See, everybody who didn't know is like, that's fantastic. Everybody who does know, it's like, oh, it's Steve Merchant in a ball form. You know?
Steve Merchant's ball.
It's Steve Merchant's ball. It's like, clever. He looks down at his
Very
nutsack, talks back to him. That's awful imagery now.
Holy
I just
shit.
imagine like Steve
Portal
Merchant
2 is
lying in
listed
bed
in-
trying to get to sleep. And his balls are talking to each other. One of them's just like, I hate humans. The other one's going, space!
Someone better make a steam.
Space!
Someone better make a steam group.
Space! I'm in space!
Someone be in space.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah, clever.
Portal 2 is listed in almost every single one of these categories on the Spike Awards.
I know it made my decisions really, really easy when I was
Easy.
choosing.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially with someone
Why?
that's so crappy.
Do you know why it's listed in
And
all
where
of
it's
these
not Portal 2, it's Battlefield 3, so it's easy.
Mm.
Because you sure as hell ain't going to vote for Modern Warfare.
See, this is my point. Battlefield 3 is actually a really. I
may throw
actually
money at me,
enjoyed
3.
playing Battlefield 3. I just couldn't stand Origins so much that
Yeah.
I'm not going to get it.
Well-
Battlefield 3, I think if you had the vehicles, I never got to play the vehicle stuff, would actually be really fun and I'd enjoy playing it. But fuck it, Origin pissed me off so
Actually,
much. I'm not
Origin-
going to
Just
do it.
add vehicles to TF2.
Origin on its
No.
own is not the worst thing in the world.
No,
but
no.
The interface that they demand that you use with Battlefield 3, like the whole, you're in a game, now you must launch a web browser before you can go back to the game. So the combination of that and Origin together basically makes it unplayable for me.
Mm-hmm.
If they release it at about like $5, maybe I'll go back. But Christ,
No.
Well, I just got it on special for 20.
Still not special enough.
See, this is horrible.
US dollars.
I think that
What-
Battlefield 3 would encourage people to pirate stuff to avoid Origin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
actually, a lot of my
Origin's
friends
not
said
that bad.
that.
Fuck
Basically.
you, it's bad, it's terrible, it's awful, sir. It's just so...
Actually, there's so much of Origin that they've borrowed from Steam.
Yes, that's correct, but then they added a whole bunch of extra stuff. It's just convoluted.
What you're pissy
bloated.
about is the webpage.
No. Well, yeah. Okay. Number one, why the hell didn't they put the web page inside of Origin? Because Origin is a WebKit browser.
Probably because Valve has a patent on that. I don't know.
A patent on having a WebKit browser.
Oh, you'd be surprised what there's patents on.
I suppose actually that made that true. Okay, fair enough. Then I can kind of get behind that one. But then they should have just stopped right there.
They should have just been like, no, we shouldn't
can't
have done this.
improve upon it.
Just use Steam.
I don't like the Origin patent wars things going on. It's just EA sounds to me like it's a company that would like go into patent wars anyway. But anyway,
Yeah,
what are we talking about?
Bethesda.
What were we talking about?
Oh,
I am
no.
losing
Lost. This
Oh,
is
we
the
can-
post show. We just go on about any old thing anyway.
Well,
Oh,
we
for
should maybe
me.
discuss some of our old topics.
What that was on the show? Go on then. Why not? We'll put our spin
No, I
on
don't know.
top.
Like, let's see. What do we? What have we had that?
Let's just
Assemble
go to
talk
episode
about?
5. We'll just go
Oh, yeah.
backwards.
All right, we can take.
We're
some
gonna
of
go
our
through your whole
favorite-
damn catalog.
Oh,
just
I
to
know.
get there.
Let's talk about one of our favorite topics for episode 5. Some person made what we would call a GLaDOS hairpin.
Oh, that.
Okay.
I thought you were going to talk about the video. It was cool
What
too.
video?
The Triumph of Science.
No,
That
no, we're
was
thinking
just
of
so
this.
much
Since
cooler
we
in my
already-
opinion.
We already talked about this since we already got it.
Hmm?
So,
Guys, I'm scared. They kind of take it over a post show and they're having discussions on the air and everything. I don't like it.
How much do it?
But,
Are weird?
Yes, quite often.
Fair enough. I'm telling you again now, just in case you've.
I know.
but
Just in
Yeah.
case I've forgotten since the last time.
the GLaDOS hairpin. Right above the little
wow.
link that says me
Now you just, yeah, I've just seen the link. Anybody watching on the YouTubes will hopefully be able to see the link in the chat feed as it goes whizzing by at 90 miles an hour. Yeah. Because you got the chat feed on the page so that people can look at the video after the fact. Yada yada yada. Anyway, new deals on Steam. Sorry. Now that
I
I've just,
can go
noticed,
check
I
this
just
out.
looked at the stream page again and Agro's looking at deals on Steam. I'm like, ooh, deals on Steam.
Oh
God.
god, oh dude, he wanted Warfare 2! It burns!
Wow, Modern Warfare 2 is only half price. I still don't want to buy it.
Magic the Gathering's at $4 though.
Cool.
Still overpriced.
But yeah, the hairpin is something we really liked. We sent a message to the creator, and surprisingly, we got an email back.
Oh,
Saying-
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, during the episode, we thought of the idea of asking the guy to see if he could make the same thing, but as a slip-on to a headset.
Oh, cool.
So
So you
basically,
can have
we'd
like
be
a
talking to
custom GLaDOS headset.
And he said, sure, I would
Headset
like to
jewelry.
right now, but I'm currently busy because I got swamped with emails ever since this came out. But if you call me after Christmas, we may be able to do it.
Cool.
I'm just thinking,
Make
yes!
a miniature GLaDOS headset.
Yes.
That would
And
freaking
I'm
rock.
going to
Sounds
say, that would
kinda
be
sweet.
really awesome. Just be like, hey guys, stop talking to me. Why should I? You're attached to my head.
That, to be fair,
Yeah.
that's kind of asking for trouble if you start putting GLaDOS on your head.
Just
Like
on the
that's
side,
once
just
you
attached
physically
to the-
attach GLaDOS to you, you're in trouble. You
Oh yeah,
you
because then she'll take over my
Downhill
brain
all the
and
way.
she'll kill me.
It is downhill all the way from there.
Well, they got rid of Caroline, so I guess she's alright. Except she still is kind of evil.
Yeah. Curtis me, my little
If you
killers.
played through the DLC, you'd know what I mean.
Mommy's got a
played it yet.
big
Don't
day
tell
for you.
spoilers.
You haven't played the DLC yet?
No, I haven't
Seriously.
played it.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
So 3 months ago.
So 2 months ago, wow.
Ew.
I'm sick.
That's like
Oh, God,
so
so
2 months
weird,
ago.
Oh god, but yes, this is that we definitely love this. We can't wait to send a reply back, and yeah, just
End of
really
line.
can't wait. God, I'm talking too much. I'm gonna let,
you
I'm gonna
That's
talk about our next little topic on this time on episode 4 because we're gonna just go down the list and see which.
Oh
ones
dear
are.
God! No, you're not going through everything. You're not going through
No,
one
no,
thing
no,
for
no, no,
every
no,
damn
no. We're only
episode.
picking the best ones from like some of our favorites from our previous episodes. Just one though.
Well, then just go straight to marriage and we'll be good.
Yeah, that is awesome. I must admit. I
Okay,
thought
well,
that-
yeah, we'll just get to marriage because we all like marriage, don't we?
Well, I like the video.
What the?
I'm not too fond of the act.
It's a fine institution. It's just who
it-
wants to be in an institution.
Oh, yeah.
So
Visit my website for more details of why I don't like marriage. Anyway,
this is it. We'll post up the video, and basically, it is a guy by the name of Gary Hudson asking basically the community and 2 mappers to come in, aka Top Hat Waffle and Miss Debbie, to make a map for him in order to propose to his girlfriend Stephanie.
which is so very cool because I was watching through the whole thing and it's like, well, that's not even the coolest part. Like he basically asked a load of mappers to make the map for him, and he's like, here's some ideas that I've got, can you make it happen? And like one of the levels makes a heart, and one of the
With
levels
the lasers.
has, with the lasers makes the shape of a heart and all this kind of stuff. But then he also asked Valve to ask Ellen to record some of the lines for him. So they actually got brand new lines from. Am I right in saying this? You guys are the authority.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
just saying
brand
what I
new.
know.
Yeah, they're
these are custom
brand new
lines
lines
that
from
are
Gladys.
not in any of the Portal 2 maps that we have seen, and I've got to say they are beautiful.
They are
Very,
really
very
well done. Because they're slowly hinting towards it as well.
Well, the first map
the
is
guilt
coming together.
of saying no, and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, the first map is coming together, which kind of is like the whole chamber kind of literally comes together. So if you kind of think about that, could be like considered like their meeting, and then you've got the heart and everything else. There's all kinds of symbolism throughout it. It's kind of really cool.
And then the last chamber kind of just looks like a bland chamber, and then it turns into
A chapel, yeah.
a chapel, and like the pictures of the priest and the married couple and all this, that, and the other. It's really surprisingly well done.
Yeah, and then at that part, GLaDOS personally comes in and says, Stephanie, will you do the honor of marrying Gary Hudson? And I've got to say, I was just like, oh, so awesome!
Yeah, the thing is with me though is I almost felt like kind of out of place, like that wasn't where I was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's like when you find a secret area in like Skyrim or something, and it's like you know you're not supposed to be there. So you're just waiting for someone to come in and say, "Nope, get out."
You're just like, I want to get married, but I can't get married, so I should leave the marriage room. No one will ever love me. Is that what you were like, Zbot? Is that what you were like?
No, I wasn't like that.
Just checking.
Yeah.
You know, this reminds me of one of your episodes in which you were like, oh, we just lost one of us in a fangirl, and you're like, oh, God, Eppis, we had so much together.
You see, I don't remember that shit. This is what I love about our fans, because they're just like, do you remember this episode we did this? And I'm like, no! No, I don't!
You remember that episode where y'all sang? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. You know,
We don't
the fact that we worked on it for like a couple of...
I'd hate to be trapped
Hours.
with one person for
Um.
the rest of their life. Wouldn't you?
It was more than hours.
Yeah. More like years.
It wasn't years, it wasn't that bad. Well, let's just put it like this, like we were saying about the hat. Valve said, do you want the hat on our 100th episode? And we said, no, just wait until we finish the
I
musical.
can't stress how
was
important these
an idea.
tests are. You wouldn't want to fail.
Oh,
You'd break
man.
his heart.
Skype spam. We're not doing Skype spam exclusively. We have not got any messages on Skype. I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
So
sorry, guys,
my-
I'm actually watching the video now. I've heard about it so many times. I've never actually seen it.
Really?
The whole marriage thing. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, really?
We also have a video up on Assemble. Actually, I think Codename played through it, or did that make it?
No, that did not make it because there already was an epic video of this. But
Oh.
we did. But we are doing some map reviews like from now on. And should we spoil this? Should we spoil our next map?
Ooh, do it.
Go
do
ahead.
it.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, basically, next map we'll be having, it won't be a map. It'll be a bunch of maps.
Okay.
And what makes this so good is that one of them is pinball.
Ooh, a pinball map in Portal 2.
Yes. Somehow they made it work.
Yes, and I played through all the maps, and I've got to say, every single chamber had a thing that I never saw in any Portal 2 map. This guy really brought back the concept of Portal being a puzzle.
Cool.
And
I like that.
yeah.
It's enjoyable to see something different every once in a while because you play through a lot of chambers where the only goal is to get to door, and whatever you have to do in between is kind of irrelevant.
Like, but
Well,
this is different.
Isn't that kind of the case with Portal 2 in general? Well, with Portal series in general, it's from getting to A to B. There just happens to be C and D are in the middle. Or,
Like,
you
you
know.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's
appreciate
always
the
like press
work.
this button or something like that. I like it better when it's something like play pinball to get all the things activated, and then you get sucked over to the other side through some awesome redistribution tools.
Cool.
And yeah, we'll be definitely reporting it. You are all going to really like it, and
You can't say that. You are all going to really like it, or
Well-
we'll kill you.
we,
You know.
we
have
won't
giant
kill you,
robots
We have
that
giant
do that.
robots.
Oh well, yeah. Well, who doesn't?
No, we actually have a giant robot that can do that.
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Like
You're
we're dead serious.
stranded.
This was one of the things that was on our episodes here.
Yeah, basically, we saw, well, basically, it's, I think we'll post up this one, too, in episode 4,
Here.
we...
I already got it.
that for you.
It's on
Oh.
there. It's on there. Watch
Oh,
it.
you already threw it
He
on?
was like, screw you. I'm already ahead of the game.
Darn it! Oh well. Well, basically, in this State Farm commercial, you see Atlas, or a guy that looks really like Atlas.
That's clearly Atlas,
Exactly.
but with the sound effects of Transformers.
But yeah, basically, we learned from this that Cave Johnson is also a part of State Farm.
Hmm. He owns He owns an insurance firm, so that whenever someone does not buy his insurance, he just sends a giant robot after him.
Yeah, and we also know that because one of the people who work, like the actors in State Farm commercials, is the person who does Cave Johnson.
Oh really?
Yes.
Yeah.
That probably is modeled
don't
off
want to
of
worry
Atlas then in some way, shape,
But
or
I
form.
don't think you're
So that's
Okay,
why
so-
I know that
Anyway,
Oh.
if you guys cause any trouble, we'll send our giant robots to destroy your house, and you have to get giant robot insurance to give us money, and we'll be rich, and you'll be like, why did I not get giant robot insurance?
Oh, Aggro is about to get to the wedding part, so
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
I think he is. At least I'm watching the video on the stream. At least
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
it's
he is.
about to be. I
Yeah,
don't
this
know,
is it.
about 6 minutes into an 8.5 minute video. Yeah.
here's a fun fact.
Yeah.
So here we are, guys.
55%
Wedding
of all
time.
marriages end in bliss.
Except it's gonna be like way delayed.
With that
So
in
yeah,
mind,
it doesn't.
I have prepared one final test just for you, Stephanie. By the way, how are you with multiple choice? Stephanie Harbison, as part of a psychological testing protocol, I am required to ask if you will do Gary Hudston the honor of becoming his wife. You can say no. I'm sure he'll get over it. Eventually.
It takes your mind again.
The delay doesn't work. Be quiet.
Sorry.
It doesn't look that way.
It is really, really cool, though. I must admit. It's, you know, the fact that they asked Valve to, can you record this thing, and then Valve actually went and got Ellen to record it.
Yeah, I know.
That's
really
huge.
cool.
Because it's
Yeah.
not even like they ask Valve and say, can you do this? And they go, okay, can you just write a couple of lines of code or whatever? Or can you personally go in? You know, it's not like Ellen sits in Valve headquarters all day long and that's her job, is to sit there. And then once they finish a game, record a line. No, she's out in the real world and then they bring her in. So they
But
would
she-
paid money to bring her in to get these lines recorded for that guy.
Well, actually, she was already in because she was recording lines for the DLC.
Yep.
Ah, right. Okay. Fair
That's
enough.
yeah, that's part of it, and
Remember
she's
the
probably
time
recording lines
There was a thing
recently.
in the news about she was already in doing something. I think actually it's her husband who said that she was already in doing some work and she did some other stuff for them while she was there, and it was the other stuff. What's the other stuff? I think at the time we reported it as being possibly she was doing some stuff for new lines for
Announcement.
the announcement.
Yeah, for the announcer, yeah. I think we may have, yeah, I remember that now. But that is really, really sweet, though, isn't it, to be fair?
That is so sweet. I really wish I could go to that wedding, but I can't because I don't know them, even though we have had a little message or two from him and back and all that.
Companion cubes everywhere.
Yeah. Well, actually, they've got everything they need to make it a completely Portal 2 themed wedding. We've seen rings and
Cake?
everything else. Well, cake's easy.
Yeah, they need to
I
have,
had-
they need
when
to
you've
have
got-
a diamond
when you've
that
got
is so
rings.
large that it will kill someone if it lands on them.
You realize I had companion cubes at my wedding.
Oh wow!
You did?
really?
Yeah.
We had little. I'm not going to go into this too much. But we had little boxes, fold-up boxes of companion cubes, and we put sweets on them. And we put them in the middle of the table. And everybody who knows what it is like, "That's fucking awesome." Everybody who doesn't know just goes, "Oh, how cute! It's a cube with a heart on it." Whereas all the
Aw.
geeks are like, "That's awesome."
Keeping this. Well, we know what we'll know.
Oh.
Yeah, well, shut up.
But yeah, in episode 4, we found a lot of people making Portal 2 rings, and I've got to say these have been really awesome.
Yeah, they have one where it's a set of two, where it's a blue and an orange ring, just basically. It's really, really simple, but it's and then it's inside of a companion cube, so it's perfect.
Yeah,
And then we had a companion cube box with a real ring in it.
Yeah, someone made a real companion cube box with a real ring inside of it. That was another
And then
Portal.
we had rings that were of the cores in GLaDOS. Oh, and Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, those. Yeah, the different cores and then GLaDOS. Yeah,
Oh.
I remember those too.
Boobies is burning up, apparently. His computer is overheated and he's had to drop from the call. Sorry, Boobies. Bye-bye, Boobies. You can't hear me, Boobies. I'm just going to say Boobies one more time, Boobies. I like saying Boobies. It's a fun word.
There goes boobies.
Anywho.
Oh my god.
Boobies, if you're listening, make sure you upload the episode so that I can edit.
And take stuff. And
You
it
too,
appears like a name.
Oh, Akron's
Might-
already... Oh, they've already done it. Holy crap. Never mind. Just ignore me.
Yeah, boobies, if you're listening, just ignore him.
Yeah, if Boobies, if you can hear me, stop hearing me.
Don't bother listening anymore. Guys, it's been a pleasure having you on, and the fact that you have so much content there is incredible. And I'm really glad to have you with TPK, with the podcast gaming network, and looking forward to all the awesome new content that I'm sure you'll be releasing soon. But for right now, I think we need to call an end to this because it's quite late and I've got work in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Thank you very much to the chat room. Thanks for everyone who's come up with amazing names for the show. We will. I say we. I just really mean him. He's going to do the edit, and
I'll edit. Yeah.
we should see some content back up on the site very shortly. There is also other content, other people who are providing content for us that may possibly go live very shortly soon as well, possibly, maybe. So keep your eyes out peeled. Eyes out and peeled? Get your eyes peeled and on the lookout for new content on KritzKast.com.
And Assemble, the Portal 2 podcast.
And Assemble.
Yeah,
the
and Assemble.
podcast,
And of course
obviously.
everyone else at TPK as well.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Aw.
All right, well, thank you very much, and cheers to Zbot, and cheers to Codename.
Indeed.
Cheers.
So, time to make my dramatic and time to make my dramatic exit. This has been Codename, and I am out of here.
See y'all later.
Show.
It's a KritzKast show. You can't just. Oh, never mind. All right, guys, have fun and have an exciting week. We shall talk to you, fresh, new, and wondrously aware of the world of Team Fortress 2 in episode 146. Hold on to your towels. You're gonna need them next week.
And we are out of here.
Oh yes, we are.